What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So I'm watching the Queen's Flip interview, him and G Money interviewing Andre Berto, and they asked Andre Berto about Floyd Mayweather Jr., right? The otherworldly talented Floyd Mayweather Jr. And a lot of people are upset with Andre Berto because they feel like Andre Berto was throwing shade at Floyd and he was slighting Floyd and he was hating on Floyd by basically insinuating that Floyd is a hater that doesn't want anybody to overachieve him in the sport. Floyd don't want nobody doing better than him, so he tried to low bro other fighters, but not in a mentorship type way, but low bro them by telling them you will never be me, you will never be better than me, and then try to basically only want to really mentor and stand close to them after they've already received a defeat or when they're down in their career, right? Because he only feels comfortable standing next to those fighters when basically he knows they are not at risk of beating his records or overachieving him in the sport, right? And people are basically saying Andre Berto was hating and just some hating shit, and Andre better be lucky that Floyd gave him, a big old payday in the sport and so on and so forth. And I'm here to tell y'all right now, when it comes to boxing, I was one of the biggest Floyd Mayweather boxing fans you could ever find, right? Now, I didn't start really getting on Floyd's head until I saw a lot of the coon stuff that Floyd was out here doing. Throwing black folks under the bus every chance he get, to kiss the ass of the establishment, to basically to align himself with the establishment and conservatives in America. And just giving black folks his ass to kiss. Black folks boycotting Gucci. He go to the Gucci store. I'm a leader. I do what I want to do. Telling Colin Kaepernick he don't need to be kneeling for the national anthem. He needs to worry about being a starter instead of kneeling and all this and all of that. And he don't need to be doing that. He needs to be worried about this. You know what I mean? Then talking about some all lives matter and all that. Floyd did a lot of clown stuff, right? But off of that, outside of those things, I feel like Floyd Mayweather is the most complete fighter I've ever seen with my own two eyes. And I was a fan of Floyd. But I have to agree 100% with Mr. Andre Berto. He is correct. People don't want to hear it. People don't like hearing it because they love Floyd Mayweather so much. They love him to a fault, right? They excuse all the crazy, the coon stuff he's done over the years because they love him so much. But if any other fighter would have done the stuff that he's done, they would be on their head and they would say, I'm not supporting that fighter no more. But people love Floyd because he was what black people had to hold on to in the sport of boxing. He carried boxing for a while. He held the flag for boxing. He was beating everybody, and he was beating some of these guys who really just, people hated Floyd for a whole lot of different reasons. And, he was at the pinnacle, and black folks love representation, to have somebody at the pinnacle of the sport, and that's a guy that's really, really good. And some people just really like this skill set, for sure, right? But they put blinders on when it comes to Floyd. And I see through that shit a mile away. He is correct. Floyd only wants to be standing next to guys when he knows they are not at risk for breaking any of his records, right? So he low bros them when he know, basically say, hey, you cool, but you will never be better than me. You cool, but long as you will never be better than me, we all good. If I feel like you at risk of being better than me, I ain't gonna really stay close to your ass. For sure. Floyd never want nobody doing better than him. Like, he always gotta make himself the center of every situation. He has a lot of insecurities within himself. And people will say, well, he don't have to be insecure because he's made all his money in this sport. He's the cash cow. He's one of the greatest boxers to have ever lived. And he is all of that, right? But that doesn't mean he doesn't have insecurities. I know Floyd has insecurities from shit that he does and stuff that he says, right? Any man, I remember this vividly, when Deontay Wilder was 42-0, and people were like, man, you think Deontay could break that Floyd's record of 50-0? Deontay was stopping everything in his tracks, knocking dudes out left and right. He was putting everything to sleep. He had 41 knockouts. And people were like, man, I don't know, man. Deontay might beat that record 50-0, right? And I remember a couple weeks later, because Deontay was en route to fight Tyson Fury that first time, and here come Floyd Mayweather talking about some, these heavyweights out here boxing. I made money than all of them. I made money than all of these other heavyweights out here boxing. The heavyweights out here trying to box now, I didn't make more money than all of them. I made more money than all these fighters. All these heavyweights out here fighting and all of that. Trying to throw a slight at Deontay Wilder because people was out here basically saying like, man, Deontay, you could be able to break Floyd Mayweather's record of 50-0, right? And Floyd could always cling on to the fact that he beat more world champions to Deontay. He beat more solid competition, all of that. So I don't know why Floyd even had a jealous bone in his body and was hating off that shit, right? But after those murmurs were going around that Deontay could break his record and possibly be the guy to break that record, Floyd had to come out and pour salt on Deontay, talking about some, I'm making money than all these heavyweights out here. I'm making all these heavyweights on pay-per-view now, and they think those big pay-per-view, they think those are big pay-per-view numbers, and they think they get in the bag, and I made money than all of them. Bro, who the fuck asked you how much money you made if you making more than Deontay Wilder and them? Who asked you that? Nobody. Nobody asked you none of that shit, but you volunteered that to try to throw salt on Deontay Wilder and little boy him. I let him know he'll never be you, and he can never be you, right? And I can understand it if you were actively fighting at the time and it was a guy in your division, right? Floyd wasn't even fighting no more. Throwing salt on Deontay Wilder, couldn't even be happy for the brother. Couldn't even, be like, you know what, I'm rooting for that brother. Didn't even speak anything positive of Deontay Wilder until Deontay lost against Tyson Fury that second time around. He didn't spit any words of encouragement to Deontay Wilder. Never talked big of Deontay at all until Deontay lost. Because at that point, Floyd felt comfortable in Deontay's presence because he felt like Deontay could never reach what I got because he ain't going to be 50-0. You know what I mean? He not going to be the guy that I am. So it's cool now. It's cool for me to accept him and embrace him now when he's lost because he's not a threat to me anymore, right? And I'm not saying because Deontay didn't have the resume that Floyd Mayweather had. He never did. You know what I mean? He doesn't have those world champions. Floyd beat the most world champions of anybody that I can even remember. And that should have been enough for Floyd's ego and his insecurities to be at solace, right? But no, it's not for Mr. Floyd Mayweather. That wasn't enough for him to be at solace and to be at peace, right? He had to throw salt on Deontay and try to say how he made this much more money than Deontay and all this other goof ass shit, right? Floyd does that. He does. That's what his makeup is. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of insecurities. That's why when you see Tank Davis fighting, he try to put himself in front of the camera and be the spokesperson for Tank and try to speak on Tank's behalf and try to talk like, and be all in front of the camera and all of this and all of that. Because he got a lot of different insecurities. Now, I understood it when, when Tank was having problems talking and his speech wasn't all the way there. Tank's speech has improved a lot. It's gotten much better over the years. He's been able to talk much better. He's become more comfortable in front of a camera. He's become more candid and so on and so forth. So he don't need Floyd to promote his fights no more, right? But Floyd still want to be all in the videos like Diddy, all in the damn way and all this and all of that, right? And just being too much. Now, and let's talk about Floyd Mayweather's insecurities in this level. Because people are like, oh, Floyd, he hating on Floyd. No, Floyd like the little bro dudes, right? He want to show them that he got a leg up on them. And they'll never be what he is. Even when they no threat to him at all. This shit don't make no sense, right? He hardly ever want to get, now he trying to do it now, but he don't be want to give dudes they props for real. All it's like he really don't want to do it if he feel like they a threat to him in any type of way. Then Floyd dude, he got this shit bad. You could be asking Floyd Mayweather about a fight, right? His fighter is fighting. He be like, these fighters want to get like me. I made a whole lot of investments in my career where I had a great team and I'm great. I don't never have to fight again. Nobody asks you shit about what you got to do, right? Then in the midst of him talking about how he'll never have to fight again because he made all these smart investments. And mind you, this question was not about Floyd. It was about one of his fighters and one of the up-and-coming fighters in the game. But he spent the conversation to be on himself, to be all about him. He'll say something like, do I have a $15 million yacht? Of course I do. Do I have a $1 billion mansion in $1 billion mansion in, or not $1 billion? Do I have a $15 million mansion in 6, 7, 8 different states? Of course I do. Yes, I do. Do I have a Bugatti that only 2 other people in the United States have? Yes, I do. Do I have a chain that only one other person in the world has? Yes, I do. Do I have a diamond encrusted with my initials that nobody else has in this entire universe? Yes, I do. Brother, he just starts spitting off all these different shit that he got that nobody even wanted to fucking know about. He started talking about all these diamonds he got and this and he got this and he got that. And nobody asked him none of this shit. right? That lets me know that Floyd Mayweather has insecurity problems. He gets to talking about all his valuable possessions when he's not even cutting a promo for his own fight. They having a regular interview with him, and he gets to talking about how much he got and shit. And only a dude that's insecure does stuff like that. I don't care, even though Floyd has had all this success and all this and all of that. And I just spoke highly of him, you know what I'm saying, in his video about basically he's fighting, he's making a whole lot of money, let him do his exhibition fights. I know I just did this, so it might seem contradictory to you all, but no, two things could be true. I want the brother to keep getting his money and keep doing his thing, but it doesn't change the fact that Floyd Mayweather is a hater a lot of times, right? He is insecure to the highest degree, to the umpteenth power, you know, and that's why he starts blurting out, do I have a do I have a pair of Gucci shoes with diamonds all around them that says the money team on the tongue of the shoe? And do I have gold laces and platinum soles? Yes, I do. Of course I do. Brother, nobody asked you this shit, brother. Cut it out. Like, he'll do stuff like this all the time. Like nobody asked him none of this shit, but that's the type of stuff, that's what Floyd is cut from. That's the type of stuff he does, which lets me know the type of hater he can be with women, right? And Andre Berto says he tried to little boy him on several different occasions. Andre Berto say, you know what? Like, I'll be at a club, right? And a girl will be, you know, out with me, or she'll be in my face and she'll be talking to me, or she'll be trying to give me play and she'll be trying to vibe with me. Floyd Mayweather will see that and then text the girl or try to hit the girl on social media later on that day, talking about, I want to take you out of town and I want to pay you $15,000 just to come out of town with me and be with me and all this and all of that. Lame shit like that. Because he see Andre Berto with the girl. He want a little boy Andre Berto and try to show him, you will never be bigger than me. You with, like on some hating stuff. You with that dude Andre Berto, you with him? You need to be with me, right? Now Floyd cut from that shit. Floyd the type of dude that'll see a girl and then Dirty Mac to her, right? Dirty Mac like LL Cool J was doing in in Hey Lover, right? Y'all remember LL Cool J? Plus he drink too much and smoke too many blunts, and I'll be working out all day thinking about you. Some shit, I forget what LL said. Floyd Mayweather be on that type of time, on that tip, right? He'll tell a girl, your man ain't got more money than me. He ain't got as much money as I do. You need to be rolling with me. You don't need to be with him. You need to be with me, because I got more money than him. And I can go any place I want to go, and he can't do that. And your man ain't no boss like me, and he ain't got the bag I got, and he ain't doing this like this, and he ain't got it like this, and he ain't got this copper car that I got. Instead of just macking a girl and charming her with his regular charisma and his regular swagger, he got to down talk the next man, you know what I'm saying, in order to get a woman, right? And trying to little boy Andre Berto, because he pissed that a girl likes Berto instead of him, and a girl is not in his face. Instead of, and she's in Andre Berto's face instead, he gets pissed off at it and then tries to buy the girl off to come out of town with him and try to steal the girl from Berto. Like, oh, you need to come be with me. And Andre was like, this shit has happened on several different occasions. So Floyd got that shit in his blood, which is why when they said that, you know, I know this not a good accusation, but when they said that his man's killed himself because Floyd was trying to mess with his girl or something like that, I said that sound like some shit that Floyd would do. I don't know if it's true, but that sound like some stuff that Floyd would be out here doing. I know it's a hell of an accusation. I don't want to say Floyd did it because he might have not did it, but it sounds just like Floyd. Floyd would do some shit like that, right? He got a lot of hater in him, and he can't pull a woman off his own merits and charm a lot of times because he's socially awkward. He really, I see him on 24/7 and interacting with women, and it's always about how much he can do for them and how much money he can spend. It's never him cracking jokes that aren't corny. It's never him really charming a woman on his own merits, or a woman really liking him, and, you know, him being able to just talk to a woman without offering cash and offering to be her sponsor. That's all what he was always doing on 24/7 with all the women that was around him. Just being their sponsor and all this and all of that. Which is why, when I said this in another video, when you do that with a woman, she just looks at you as a meal ticket. She don't respect you. She don't love you. She don't value what you have because she knows that you just a bag to her. Which is why Floyd was out here getting his women taken by lesser known dudes with lesser money. Like Ray J took Princess Love from him, and like Nelly took Miss Jackson from him. Now Nelly is a world-renowned superstar, but he ain't got the bag that Floyd Mayweather got, right? It's obvious that he don't. And Nelly was still able to take Miss Jackson from him, right? Ray J don't got the bag that damn Floyd Mayweather. He got money, but he ain't got the bag Floyd Mayweather got, and he was able to take Princess Love from Floyd's ass. Because Floyd ain't got the charm and charisma to keep a woman enamored with him. You know, because he got a lot of that hater juice, that hater gene all up in his damn body. He got that shit all up in him. Trying to little boy Berto and trying to say, you will never be me, and you don't need to be with that dude Berto. Why you in Berto face? You need to be with me. That's what Floyd is on when he's trying to get at the girl Berto. It ain't even Berto's girlfriend. It ain't his girlfriend or nothing, but a girl that's in the club, vibing with him, liking on him, you know what I mean, wanting to be in Berto's presence. Floyd mad as hell that she ain't, you know what I mean, that she don't want to be in his face. He mad as hell, like, why she ain't in my face? Why she with Berto? Lame shit like that. Then Berto even said one time it was a girl that he knew, right? Floyd, she was in the club. Floyd let her in his section. She told Floyd, "Oh man, you know I know Andre. I know another boxer. I know Andre Berto. You know Andre Berto?" And he told her, "Oh hell no, get out this section. You don't talk about another boxer around me. You don't bring up no other boxer around me. You don't bring up no other fighter around me. What the hell?" And kicked her out the section, acting wild and acting an ass. Right now, this is all alleged from the girl and Andre Berto, but I believe that shit. Floyd, even though Andre Berto he didn't have half the career that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had. He didn't get half the success that Floyd Mayweather Jr. achieved, but Andre Berto still is out here. I mean, Floyd still feels the need to try to little boy Andre Berto and try to snap on the chick because she brought up Andre Berto's name. He that insecure. That's how dude is cut. And a lot of y'all don't see it, but I see it all the damn time. You can tell by the shit how he moves. Floyd the type of dude that'll tell a girl, when you go to the bathroom, Floyd will tell your girl, he ain't got as much money as me though. He ain't got the car that I drive. He don't live in the mansion that I live in. He don't got the clothes I got, right? And he'll try to dirty Mac to her, belittle you to try to get the woman that you got. That's the shit that's in him. And that's some lame shit. That's hoe shit if you ask me. That ain't no solid man material. Even though he's a world-renowned fighter, he's a terrific fighter. I got a lot of respect for his fight game. He's an animal in that ring, and I still love watching his fights to this day and study how he was a master of his craft and how dedicated he was to his craft and honed it to a whole nother level to achieve riches, to create generational wealth for his family. I admire him doing all of that, creating generational wealth for his family, but it doesn't change the fact that Floyd got some sucker in him. It doesn't change the fact that Floyd got some coon up in him. And Floyd got some sucker up in him. You know what I'm saying? Even though he tried to get on, he trying to change some coon way, trying to clean up his image by having I think they said Dr. Polite be writing Floyd them speeches when he be, like when he tried to say how we need to big up Deontay Wilder after the loss. They said Brother Polite wrote that for him and all this and all that. After Floyd never tried to embrace him at all, never spoke big on Deontay at all. Never wanted to do any of that when Deontay was undefeated. Never wanted to align himself. Never wanted to give Deontay props at all. Only wanted to uplift him when he knew Deontay lost and he wasn't a threat to that 50-0 record, right? Floyd don't fool me. He fool a lot of y'all. But Andre Berto told the truth about Floyd and people just can't handle it. People say they want the truth. What Jack Nicholson say? Jack Nicholson say in A Few Good Men, you want the truth, you can't handle the truth. A lot of y'all can't handle that shit because y'all love Floyd so much. Y'all don't wanna know that dude cut like that. He cut with a lot of whole tendencies like that he cut from tendencies that we seen a lot of dudes in the hood have that we thought was suckers. You know? Cause that's sucker stuff. Now if the girl go and she fall for the trick, your girl fall for the trick and she go with Floyd Mayweather, oh well, you got to toss it up to the game and chalk it up to the game. But the fact that Floyd Mayweather would dirty Mac on you to try to get your chick with all the riches he got and all the success that he's achieved in his life, that's corny as hell. And I believe Andre Berto. Floyd be on that clown sucker shit, man. I don't care what nobody say. Andre Berto ain't lying on dude. I don't care what nobody say. And people be like, oh, he don't got to hate. Look at all the success he achieved. Success does not stop people from having insecurities and having hate in their heart, no matter what. If they just made a sucker shit, it is what it is. No matter how much success they achieve, it don't stop them from being a sucker. Money can't unlame a lame, and Gilly the Kid told y'all that, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.